Hello, welcome back. So, there is no right or wrong way to watch something in English. So, I could not come here and say to you, look, if you sit down and watch a film, eating popcorn, and just completely relaxed, watching something in English, that's just not the right way. Or if you play a film and you've got subtitles on in English, that's just not the right way. Or if you are watching a film whilst playing on your phone, that's just not the right way. However, if you actually want to use that opportunity of sitting down and watching something in English, whether it's a film or an episode of a TV show series, and you want to make the most of that moment in terms of really helping you improve your English, then there are better things you can do. Let's talk about subtitles. So, this is something I have spoken about so many times in different ways. My opinion is that real life has no subtitles. You know this, don't you? Let's say you watch your favorite TV show with English subtitles on every day and you understand it all. It gives you this impression that you really understand English. And then you travel and you're now in London and you hear people around you speaking and you have no idea what's happening. And they talk to you and they ask you a simple question and you don't know what is going on because your ability to comprehend language is limited to subtitles. You can only understand English if there are subtitles. So you can't, in fact, understand spoken English. You can only understand reading. And those two things are different things. So that's the reason why I will not recommend watching things with subtitles all the time. Because in real life, you're not going to get them. And it's going to bring you this horrific feeling of my English is not good enough and I have been trying to improve for years. There's something wrong with me. Never going to learn this language, which is not true. Is it okay to sometimes use subtitles? Yes. How do we do this? Let's say you're going to watch a film for the first time. You've never seen this particular film. You're going to watch it. And let's say that it's a classic British film called About a Boy. So old, but it's brilliant and it's great for you to practice your listening with Hugh Grant and forgot her name, but it's a great film. Let's say you're going to watch About a Boy for the first time. You've never watched it before. If you play the film and you start to feel your anxiety rising, it's coming to the surface, and you're thinking, oh no, I don't understand anything, this is awful, I want to give up. Put English subtitles on. Watch the first 20 minutes with subtitles on. Take them off again and see if your feeling is a little bit different. If it's not, do not panic. Watch the whole film with English subtitles on. But then, give it a week or so and watch it again without any subtitles. So this is something you guys need to understand. Watching the same content again is absolutely key if you really want to give your brain a chance, because then you're hearing the exact same sentences more than once, and it's easier for you to understand, it's easier for you to absorb the word being said. Be careful if you are a Portuguese speaker. The verb is absorb with a B at the end, not with a V like we do in Portuguese. Be careful. So that's a great way to go about it, to try it without. It doesn't work, add subtitles. Try another 20 minutes with subtitles, take them off again. Not working, watch the whole film with subtitles. Give it a week or so, a week or 10 days. Get back to the film, same film. Watch the whole thing without subtitles on. Okay, so that's a good way to go about it. Another way to go about it is to start with very simple content. So how many times have I come here over the past 11 years and told you to watch Peppa Pig in English? So many times. A lot of you have done that, which is amazing, and so many others are still reluctant for a number of reasons. Patty, I don't like Peppa. Peppa is so annoying. She's rude. She's spoiled. Yeah, she is a little bit, but I have to say, if you are Brazilian and you have watched the Portuguese version of Peppa, she's so annoying. She's way cuter in English. That's one thing. Something else people say is the animal noise that keeps coming up throughout the episode. So the pig oinking and all the other noise that you can hear throughout the episode can be really tiring for adults. But you'll have to remember, I am not telling you to watch Peppa for 1 hour. I am telling you to sit down and watch one episode of Peppa, which is 5 minutes. 5 minutes, really. And try to ignore the animal sounds and focus on the actual sentences they're saying and write them down. So again, another great way to maximize your time when you're watching something is to have a notebook with you. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Let me just finish the whole subtitles topic first. So if you're then watching an episode of Peppa Pig, 5 minutes, okay, without subtitles, and it's still very hard for you, you're going to start with subtitles. You're going to do a whole week of Peppa Pig with subtitles on, and then you're going to take them off. So bottom line is, okay, is it okay to use subtitles? Yes, for a period of time, for a specific practice. It's not okay for you to be watching things with subtitles all the time because it's not going to help you. That's it. Moving on. Is there a good or bad way to be watching things in English? If you really want to use that time to improve, yes, because then if you're sitting there and you're browsing on your phone whilst the film is playing or the episode is playing, you're not actually learning anything. I need you to know that, okay? So the whole thing, play something in English and go to sleep because then your brain learns when you're sleeping. Really though? Come on. No. You actually have to make an effort to learn, okay? It doesn't happen miraculously. So having a notebook in hand and writing down whatever catches your attention. Now, this could be a word that you didn't know, but you understood in the context and you thought, wow, this is a great word. Write it down in however way you think it might be spelled, and you can check the spelling later and write the sentence that caught your attention, that you were like, actually, I get this word, although I don't know this word. That's something you can write down. Write down expressions that you know but you don't use. Write them down if they say it in a sentence, okay, in the context of the film, of the episode, or whatever you're watching. Write down new things that you like. So maybe it's a structure that you have never used or seen before, but you get it. And you would like to repeat that out loud later and to try to learn that, write that down. So ideally, you would not watch a 1 hour and a half film without writing anything down. Because when you do that, it's a very passive practice. And although passive is good and it's important, it's just not what you need to actually improve. To feel that you are improving, this is so key. To feel that your English is getting better, you need to be doing things actively. So change that strategy and you're going to see a massive difference, okay? So we've spoken about subtitles, we've spoken about having a notebook in hand. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about repetition. So it is important to watch the same thing twice. You need to remember that. This is so important. So let's say you're watching this video now and you're enjoying it, great. Give it a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, come back to the same video, watch it again. Watch an episode of the TV show you're currently watching. Great, done. Give it a month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. Give it some time. Get back to the same content. And if listening is still a really difficult practice for you, then give it 2 or 3 days max and watch it again. So don't give your brain too long a break in between those sessions that you're sitting down to watch something. Just get back to it within 2 or 3 days and watch the same thing again. And if you're going to use music to help you with your listening, simply sit down and play the song without doing anything else. Sit. I know it's hard nowadays, isn't it? Sit for the whole 4 minutes, for 3 to 5 minute duration of a song. Sit and listen. Nothing else, just listen. And then play the song again with the lyrics. Listen and read the lyrics at the same time. It's incredible, isn't it? You've done this before. It's this idea that all of a sudden, all of those words that were blurry, you could not understand them at all, they come to life and they are clear as day for you because you can see what the person was actually saying and hear at the same time, and it makes sense. So do this exercise as your second step. Play the song and read the lyrics at the same time, okay? Third time, play the song without the lyrics and write down the lyrics yourself. Everything that you can actually hear, write it all down as your third step. This is an amazing practice. Then compare what you wrote to the actual lyrics. So is there a right or wrong way to do listening? If you actually want the best results, yes, you can sit down with popcorn and watch a film in English, fine, but it's completely passive, so you're not going to get the most out of this exercise. Thanks for being here today, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.